choice. Originally, I wanted to play Gaara from Naruto Shippuden. I wanted to play the Gardo Cries clip, but I decided that was a little too spoilery, even for our post-spoiler episode of Toonami Preflight. So this is actually from the 4th episode of Shippuden. So we can look at this and then just see whoever may be cosplaying as Gaara is just going to be looking pretty sweet, I think. There are no birds like that in this desert. So Jason and I will talk a little bit more about this later on, but we'll be live streaming Toonami Preflight from San Diego Comic-Con, and we will be cosplaying. I will be dressing as Gaara. This Saturday. From, let me do the time change, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, live from San Diego Comic-Con. And if you're at Comic-Con, we'll tell you later on how you can potentially get seats. The seating is extremely limited. No purchase necessary, void where prohibited. But I will be dressing as Gaara, and Jason will be dressing as someone you will find out with at the end of his choices, if you don't already know.
I like Gaara. It's a good choice.
Yeah. I was mostly looking for somewhat reddish-haired characters that I like a lot.
Yeah.
And as a ginger people in anime, there's somewhat limited choices.
But fondness for giant back gear.
I fly around on sand clouds naturally most of the time, so it seemed like a pretty sweet fit. So I will be soaring into a Comic-Con near you coming this Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific.
Wow. Okay. So it's my turn to talk about my favorite outfits. So I thought I would start with probably a popular choice, Mikasa from Attack on Titan. My brain went. Her outfit's not particularly different from anyone else's, but she is the biggest badass in the show, or one of them. And I like all of their costumes, really. That whole scout unit, I like their uniform a lot. So let's take a look at a clip of her being a badass, but it also shows off her cool outfit.
I'm out!
Yeah, I just let me show you how it's done, basically, is what she's saying. Quit your crying. But yeah, I like their jackets. I think I think that's one of the reasons the show has so much cosplay. I mean, people either dress as the Titans or, one of the soldiers, because they have better... The outfits are cool. So I think
and there's only so many slim good body suits going around that you can
I think that's actually one of the good points of the show, is that everybody's got cool outfits. So that's my first choice. My second is Asuka from Neon Genesis Evangelion, Langley Soryu. I think her outfits really in both the series and the movie are super cool, but in the newer movies they kind of updated her outfit a little bit. Let's take a look at that. I couldn't find a good clip on YouTube, but that's a cool outfit.
Maybe once this movie comes out it'll be
I mean, the Eva clips, the Eva suits in general,
fairly litigious individuals as well. That's who got us banned from YouTube for putting our promo up for the movies.
The outfits in the show in general are really cool, particularly the pilot outfits. They're like pressurized suits. And I mean, really, this show was ahead of its time in so many ways in terms of the design of the robots and the suits. But there's a little detail shot for you. But I just think, it doesn't get much more badass than an eye patch. That, to me, seals the deal. But also, I like the design of the pressure suits and the way they have their plates, but they're still, there's a part in an episode where she messes with her suit and it blows up, and then they turn it off, and but it's to go in the plugs. To be in the Evas, they have to have these specialized suits, and so it's functional but super cool looking. And I just think that's a dope outfit.
Yeah, I think pretty much across fashion in general, it's all about the accessories. Is what makes you stand apart.
Pilots definitely have cool outfits in general. I think that's a truism.
Gotta have pockets for all your stuff too.
And then my final choice, and not coincidentally, this will be who I'll be cosplaying as at the Comic-Con, is the Lich, who right now actually looks like a giant baby with one horn. But
you're not dressing as that one?
No, well, I dress like that every day. I'm wearing that costume now. But he's still the Lich, and he's eventually going to look like this, I promise you. So this is one of my favorite Lich clips. It's terrifying and awesome. Check it out.
Just like you.
So yeah.
That clip reminds me, Jason, I have a sweater that I got for you that I need to give you later on.
You don't have, nobody loves you. You don't have any sweaters.
Not liking me a lot.
With love.
But I got it because someone likes me a lot.
I don't believe you.
I was going to give it to you.
Someone
but
made
now
it for you?
Dicks.
Someone made it for you?
No.
Yeah.
I bought it.
No.
I like me a lot.
You would have died screaming. You're no Finn. But yeah, so... So the Lich. So those are just 3 out of the vast number of outfits in the world. My last one was not an anime pick, but we wanted to tie it to our Comic-Con broadcast.
We just meant to write Asian at the end of the question, so totally
animation. So let's take a look at our Facebook, Adult Swim and Toonami Facebook top 5 outfits you guys chose, and Adult Swim coming through with the jokesters. Carl
is a good outfit, not potential. I guess if you make the Asian, not a bad. Vash the Stampede, legitimate.
Another duster outfit.
I almost went with Vash the Stampede again.
So for a man who doesn't wear dusters, you like your characters to have dusters.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's just an innate jealousy of the people who can pull off the duster.
The red duster specifically.
Spike, good.
Spike to me, you could pick Lupin or you could pick Spike. It's sort of the same deal. It's like, dressed pretty nice.
I wanted to basically pick Spike and then realized that I actually like Lupin's. He's more business oriented. So it's a different age, though. I mean, I think Spike gets away with it a little bit. And there's not a lot of coat and tie badasses running around.
No.
Shamaru, Space Dandy, all, I would say, pretty close to 5 out of 5 Adult Swim Facebook, despite your attempt at trolling. So the next
Try again.
is
Do better.
Off of our Facebook account, facebook.com/Toonami. Revy, Spike again.
I mean, these are kind of weird to me. Revy just is wearing a tank top and shorts with boots.
I think there might be something else going on.
Yeah, I think that might be something
more
else
than necessarily.
Ichigo has some cool outfits. He definitely does. Vegeta, again, that's the same outfit as every character in the show. So to me, it's just that you like Vegeta, so you say Vegeta. And shocking 5th place finish for Sinon from Sword Art Online. But thanks for sending in your answers. Keep checking facebook.com/Toonami. Every week we'll have the question of the week up, and you guys can comment, and we will talk about it.
It's true. So up next is our sneak peek of what will be airing inside Toonami this coming... You got to press your cough button if you're going to cough. This coming Saturday night, and this is a little bit longer of a piece, so it probably will still be running in DBZ Kai, but if it's not because we lied to you, it's because we don't know the answer. You lied! So do you want to intro this?
Shabazz Palaces are an awesome hip-hop group. I think they're from LA, or they're based in LA. The main guy in the group used to be in another rap group many years ago called Diggable Planets, and he kind of disappeared for a while, and he has been making music as Shabazz Palaces with another gentleman for the last 5 years, and they have, I think, 2 incredible albums and a couple great EPs. They are going to be on Adult Swim singles this year, so I'm already kind of a fan. And then this music video is a cool animated video from Chad Van Galen, who is also himself a musician and artist of note and does a lot of cool animated videos. So I just thought, well, this all seems to make perfect sense to run in Toonami. So hopefully, if you guys haven't heard Shabazz Palaces, you should check them out. This is a great song, and it's a really cool video, so check it out. Spacey.
That's cool. I had not seen that video. I knew that we were sneaking it, but it was a sneak peek even for me.
Yeah, I like it. I love that song. It's one of my favorite songs on the record, so I'm happy that they made a cool video.
Nice job. So hopefully everyone enjoys that this weekend. I'm sure not everyone will, but that's what democracy's for.
Yep.
So we also have a fan promo this week, and it comes from...
Ave Espelita is a person who evidently is a CGI artist and made a fake trailer for a Samurai Jack CG movie, and I just thought it was really interesting. This is not a Toonami fan promo, but it's an interesting Samurai Jack tribute, and it works shockingly well, but it's a great little trailer, so just thought we should highlight it and show it.
Let's check it out. The movie looks good. I'm psyched that we get to world premiere in 2 weeks, I think.
I do hope some producer sees that and says, "Why don't we do a CG Sam Jack movie?" Or I hope it spurs some interest because Sam Jack's cool.
For sure. So write your congressman, and we'll see if we can
demand
enact that change.
A movie. Demand it.
So now we'll get into a little bit of the nuts and bolts of our live Toonami Preflight from San Diego Comic-Con, which we'll be doing this coming Saturday at 1 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So this is going to be a little bit longer of an episode of Toonami Preflight. We're going to have
supersized.
We're going to have special guest Steve Bloom will also be joining us from San Diego Comic-Con, and will be most likely, I would say, there the entire time. If he needs to go to the restroom or something, maybe he would leave at some point.
We're going to ask Steve a lot of questions. We're going to talk to him about his previous voice roles and some of his favorite work, and just sort of interview him a little bit.
Yeah, we'll have a promo from Parasite, our upcoming Toonami premiere show, which, if you did not already know is coming to Toonami, is coming to Toonami. We are going to have our regular question of the week, which we'll have up and have you be able to participate in. We will be, as we said earlier, cosplaying as both Gara and the Lich. Mm-hmm. Steve, we were originally trying to get something made for him, and we weren't. So when Steve's not dressed up, it's not Steve's fault; it's our fault.
We couldn't get a Tom costume made in time.
So you can blame both us and Father Time for that reality.
Don't blame me.
Or you could just move on with your lives, and everything will be totally fine. If you happen to be in San Diego and would like to be in our studio audience, that is a possibility, although seating is very limited. And I had this written down so I wouldn't mess it up, but it is... Tickets will be given away daily beginning at 9:30 a.m. local San Diego time at the Adult Swim On the Green ticketing booth, which I have no idea where that is, but
it's easy to find.
We'll probably put something on the...
You'll see the big meatwad tent.
It's near the Hilton Bayfront. It's at the 5th Street Promenade-ish area, somewhere around that. I don't know. That could be right. You must be 18 or over, and you must have a Comic-Con badge. 1 ticket per person, and they are not transferable. I don't really know how they're going to control that, but that is where it is. So that's if you're in person. If not, then you can watch us live on the regular Toonami.com/preflight, and you can also register ahead of time to play a game you've never seen before called Bang. And in this game, there will be phrases, and you want to get multiples of answers either vertically, horizontally, or diagonally, but this does not in any way correspond to any game you've ever seen ever before that may or may not start with the letter B. So we will be playing with that. You can register at, I wrote this down too, but I'm going to mess it up, Toonami.com/bang to register to get your Bang card ahead of time, and also be registered to win the possibility of winning one of X number of shirts that we've made specifically for Comic-Con, and we will solve for X at a future date. But it's a couple hundred, I believe, so...
It's a good amount of shirts available to winners of Bang.
Yeah, so if you're...
people who show up at Comic-Con.
If you're online, it's really just a random drawing that you're entered to win, but you can also play along with it. So if you happen to win the Bang game, but don't happen to win a t-shirt, we are still legally protected from all internet crying and legitimate legal lawsuits. So please, once again, focus all your ire towards...
It's a fun game we'll be doing live at the event that you guys can